Okay, so we're gonna make some what we call beefy baked beans at our house. This was my stepmom's recipe that my wife has taken on over the years, and we have done it in the oven, obviously, a lot, but I've also done it in the smoker a few times, which is what we're gonna do today. So what we have here, we're just gonna put it in a cast iron, enamel coated cast iron pot. And I've got some lean ground beef, just a pound tube of lean ground beef. I believe it's 90-10, it might even be 93-7, I'm not sure. But either way, at least 90-10. And I've just broken it up in the bottom of the pot. So we're just gonna start adding things. So I've got a can of Bush's baked beans, use whatever kind of baked beans you like. And this is a 28-ounce can. And so we're just going to empty it all out, scrape the sides. There we go. Oh, a little bit more, don't want to waste any. Okay, and then just mix that around a little bit. All right. Something that isn't part of the recipe that I decided to do is I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of chopped jalapeno peppers. I don't want to deviate too far. I don't want my wife to be mad at me, and I don't want it to be too spicy. We're feeding a lot of people with this, but I thought it would add some good flavor. All right, next thing I have is a ½ cup of brown sugar. Put that in. Again, just mixing it around as I go. No particular plan here, just want to incorporate everything. I've got a small onion diced, so half an onion if your onion is bigger, or if you're making a bigger batch. It's sort of to taste, but onion is definitely a big part of this, adds a lot of flavor and texture. We'll put that in. All right. Now I've got 2 ribs of celery. Again, this is sort of to taste as well. If your ribs are small, you can do 3 ribs, but we're just gonna dump that in. Again, adds great flavor and texture. Some of this stuff would be optional. If somebody doesn't like celery, you certainly don't have to put it in. There we go. Next thing we have is a ½ cup of ketchup and a ¼ cup of barbecue sauce, and it's mixed in here. So I'm just gonna add that all at once. There we go. And we'll get that mixed around. So we're going to end up cooking this for 5 to 6 hours, although we've done it for a lot less before, 2 to 3 hours when we've had to, and it comes out fine. But we're going to put this in the smoker at about 225 with the lid off for about 45 to 60 minutes. And then we're going to put the lid on and just let it percolate. Again, for 5 to 6 hours is great. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit of mustard, about a tablespoon. This is definitely to taste as well, no measuring, at least for me. All right, and then we have some Worcestershire sauce, about a tablespoon. Again, this is to taste. I like Worcestershire sauce. I think it adds a lot to things like this. So I used a tablespoon. And that's really it. So just gonna get this mixed together, and we will see you out at the Fast Eddie's PG 500. Okay, so we're gonna get the beefy baked beans on the smoker. I'm going to do these uncovered for 30 to 60 minutes, something like that. I'll come out and stir them, and then I'm going to put the lid on. I'm specifically doing them uncovered at first to get some smoke on them. And the way the Fast Eddie's PG500 works is the smoke comes up, over, and down, and the smokestack starts down at the right side in the bottom of the cooker. So we should get some decent smoke on these, but I don't want to dry them out, so we're not going to leave them too long. I've got this on 250 degrees, and by the way, you can do the same thing in the oven, exactly the same way. You don't have to do this on a smoker. I would not uncover them. I would leave them covered in the oven just because there's no need to have them uncovered if you're not trying to get smoke on them. And then I'll come back out, cover these up in 30 to 60 minutes, and stir them every hour. And again, 5 to 6 hours is a great time for these. So we'll bring you back. Okay, so we're going to do two things here. It's been about 40 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stir these and get the lid on. Again, I don't want to dry them out. I just wanted to get some smoke on them. There we go. The other thing we need to do, which I forgot when we put these together, is season to taste. So salt and pepper is good. I am going to use some barbecue rub, Killer Hogs barbecue rub. So as these cook, I might taste them to see if they need anything else. Right now I'm just going to add maybe a couple of teaspoons, something like that. And you can always add more later. This will be a good start. So use your favorite barbecue rub, or just salt and pepper to be fine. Already smells great, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid on. We're going to get it back in here. We will take the lid off as it's finishing up here in a little while. But for now, we're just going to let this go, and it'll sit here for a few hours. So we'll bring you back in a while. Okay, so 4.5 hours later, I actually need the space in the smoker, so we're going to finish these inside. Give them a quick stir. Look and smell great. So we will get some of these dished up and give them a taste.